my brother and I, we my brother and I had everything we needed. My mom did a great job, a fantastic job of providing for us, of creating and facilitating an environment where we were able to flourish, where we were able to grow, where we were able to explore. A lot of that took the shape in the form of sports, but it was rooted in faith. It was rooted in a love and a desire to please God. My mom is all about worship, all about her faith, not necessarily religion, but her faith and her spirituality and obeying and seeking God. And so it was it had its challenges because of some things that occurred with my father, but it was always rooted in love.
And what were some of those challenges that?
Yeah, I think my dad, was incredibly successful for the first few years of my life and us growing up, and then unfortunately he started using drugs, and then that ended up in with him passing away, and that was super tough, not only on myself and my brother, but my entire family, my entire extended family. And so it was for a while, and still to this day, it kind of helped define me.
Mm-hmm.
But
how so?
I think, and that's a really good question. I think that first, I think on the surface of it, on the ground of it, I never became a drug user. I kind of always knew and had it in the back of my mind, the possibility or the dangers or what could occur.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, or what could occur. The other thing I say is just having an appreciation for things. I had an appreciation for everything that my mom brought to the table, everything that my mom was able to provide for us. I had an appreciation for some of the some of the small things, some of the just the pedestrian things. And then the other thing I'll say in terms of like shaping me is, I knew I wanted to be, whenever I had the opportunity to become a father, I was going to be one that was engaged, one that was present, and one that that did everything to not necessarily give my child everything materialistically, but give my child me.
I gotcha. And that's something that you felt like you lacked in maybe from your dad?
Yeah, it's something that to be completely transparent with you, it's something that I just didn't get to experience after the age of like 6 or 7, and I was jealous. I got to see, not everybody had a father, trust me, but the ones that did, it just seemed not that their lives were perfect, but they just had